What's going on, guys? This is Matt with PC Payload, back for another video. I know it has been seemingly forever since I've done any video on anything, and has a lot to do with a lot of things, but I just haven't had any new joysticks to review. And now that VKB-Sim has put out their new Gladiator MKII, and they've got a few other products coming out, which I will hope to get samples of and review, I'm going to get back into recording some videos. So I'm very happy to be back. Thanks for anyone who hung around waiting for another video. Anyone who watches this, I do appreciate it. Today, like I said, we're going to talk about the Gladiator MKII. This is, physically speaking, very, very much identical physically on the outside to the original Gladiator, and I have that full review on my channel if you'd like to go back and watch that. A lot of it's going to be extremely similar to this video, aside from 2 points that I'm going to make, so I don't keep this video keep you too long. The revisions on this joystick were due to some issues that they had with the first Gladiator. Those two issues being problems with the centering mechanism in the original Gladiator, where there was a little bit too much slop, and over time you would have to calibrate it more frequently and more frequently. So what they had done is they added a metal pin in between the cam system to help center the joystick. And I can tell you, just from my experience with the original one, there's definitely a bit stiffer feel back to center, not to the point where it changes the feeling, the really unique, cool feeling of their cam system and how they have these designed. But it can tell you right away, without even plugging it in, that this has definitely got less slop in the middle. It's a little bit stiffer back to center, and even when it just rests in center. So it looks like they did a good job fixing that. And I'm definitely going to be testing it right after this video to verify that. But going off what they said and going off the way that it feels to me, that's awesome that they've fixed that. The other issue that they had with the Gladiator, let me get this light down here. The other issue that they had with the original Gladiator was people complaining about the trigger breaking, and that's twofold. One is the design of this trigger is actually, the button itself is on the inside underneath this flip down trigger, so to speak. There were two problems people were having. One was that the actual trigger itself was breaking. The plastic was snapping off. I personally did not have that problem with the original. The problem that I had and other people had with the original was that this button would depress and get stuck inside the head of the joystick, and it would slowly kind of pop back out. And that started happening quickly after I bought it. I would say within the first 2 weeks of the original one, which of course, you know, renders it useless. And so I had shipped it back to VKB, gotten a hold of them, and then they said, you know, there's not a whole lot they can do about it. They are working on the MKII version that will be out in several months, and this is where we are now. So original video in February, now we're sitting just the beginning of October 2017, and I've got my hands on a new one. So other than that, it's basically the same joystick. It feels exactly the same as far as the quality of the materials. All the buttons feel the same. It's super high quality $100 joystick that does give you the twist rudder. So keep in mind, if you jump up into their Gladiator Pro line or any of their newer joysticks, it does not include a twist feature. So you're going to have to invest in rudder pedals to get that, or have, you know, basically map that twist rudder to another control. So that's a nice thing. So to get all that for $100, you know, you get a steel plate on the bottom. It's got pre-drilled holes so you can affix it to maybe a cockpit that you've built, or some sort of, you know, attachment for your desk. Very, very high quality joystick for $100. You know, and that's assuming that the things that were wrong with it are fixed. So if in fact that's the case, which, you know, I have no reason to believe they didn't test it, the trigger does, this plastic feels a little different than the original plastic, so maybe they used a polycarbonate or some higher quality plastic than the original, maybe an ABS quality plastic. It feels great. It's got that very unique off of center movement. It doesn't slap back to center. The primary reason why I really like this joystick is how unique their cam system feels and how smooth and fluid it is off of center. You don't have that X to Y axis hitching that you get with some of, you know, a lot of other joysticks have that. It's very, very cool design. I plan on using it for Star Citizen combined with maybe a CH Pro Throttle. And that's about it, guys. Don't want to make it a super long review today. I just wanted to point out that they have fixed the original Gladiator. If you had one and maybe you were disappointed in it and you shipped it back, you know, they have gone ahead and fixed it and put the revisions into it that they needed to put into it. I absolutely love this thing off of center. If you've never tried one of these and you're looking to, you know, you're looking in that market for a new joystick, totally recommend checking one of these guys out. I will leave a link in the description to their US website. There are other places that sell it. In fact, there's a website called xplane.org that have these for $89 on sale right now, about 10 bucks shipping, so you can actually get it shipped to you for $100. And that's it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out. If you want to check out my full review of the other one, I go over it in a little bit more detail. You can check that out on my website. And thanks for everyone who subscribed to my channel. I don't do it for subscribers. I've said it time and time again. I just really like doing this very random, vague, you know, niche market of products that not a lot of people review. So once again, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great day. This is Matt from PC Payload checking out.